I'm Vanessa and I'm here at one of our NessaLee Baby locations. And today I am bringing you a video that has been requested by so many of our customers and our viewers. And I completely understand why, because we find that when we work with customers that are having their second babies, for some reason, choosing a double stroller is a tremendous difficulty for them. Significantly more difficult than when they picked their single stroller with their first child. So hopefully this video comparing the UPPAbaby Vista, the 2015 model, as a double stroller and the Baby Jogger City Select as a double stroller will help you decide which one is right for your family. So let's start first with the City Select. But before I do, I just want to let you know that I myself am pregnant, so please bear with me because sometimes I get a little bit out of breath while I'm telling you all of this information. So stick with me and hopefully understanding. Thank you. So the City Select as a double stroller is an amazing stroller, and it was the go-to for so many of our customers for so long that we're looking for an inline double stroller because it is packed with so many different features at a great price point. But now that the Vista has come along, it's become a little confusing for some people which one to go with. If you need information on either of these strollers as singles, check out some of our other videos. We do feature these strollers in singles, and I don't want to bog down this video with that information when you can get it in a different video if that's what your needs are. So we're talking doubles today. So as a double stroller, this stroller weighs 35 pounds. As a single, I will give you that info too, it's about 28 pounds. But when you're using it in double mode, it's 35 pounds. That's not a lot for a full-featured, full-sized double stroller. It's pretty easy to still lift and maneuver, and definitely maneuvers really well and to move around. You will find that it feels like it's long. Well, keep in mind that if you're the kind of family that has either one larger child or you just grow big, strong babies, you might want the seats to be bigger and you might want your kids to have more room between them. So while this stroller does feel longer and larger, the fact that the second seat sits almost over the wheels affords you more room between the two kids, which is gonna be great if you have kids that need that space. The most amount of room they're going to receive is if they are both facing you the way you see it set up here. See how much room they have between them? It's like bunk beds. It's a huge amount of space between the two of them. So it's a great way to set it up. Obviously, they can lay back too completely in this position. So both can recline almost flat if they're facing you. There are a lot of other configurations this stroller can handle. And I'm not going to show you all the configurations, but I will talk about them. So you can also face these seats to each other, meaning that siblings can interact with one another, play, chat, and they're facing into one another. The other great thing about that is that strangers can't bother them. So if you have a little baby, no one's touching them because they're facing each other. Brother or sister is going to take care of them. You can also face both of them out into the world. So you can face them that way. Now when they are in that position, the recline is significantly less because obviously this seat's going to be facing this way and the angle is going to make them closer together. But they can both face out, they can see out. The other way that you can do this is back to back. Really cool if you have an older child sitting here, which is where you would generally put them. You would face them out and you would face the younger child in so you could still see them and interact with them because they may need that attention still more when they're younger. That's if you have two seats on. I want to also point out that these two seats are identical to one another. They are the same size, they are the same weight, and they can be interchanged. Fantastic. If you buy these two seats, you can buy them in the same color or you can buy them in different colors. I've had several customers buy them in different colors and then swap the canopies between them for their cool own customized look, which is really neat. So if both seats are on, you're gonna notice that this seat has a little bit of a shorter canopy. You see how low the canopy is down here? That is optional. They are identical, like I said, but you can lift the canopy up and move it into this position. So the child that's taller can have more room. You can configure the seat so it has more room, and both have that option. They're identical. The footrests are exactly the same. So you see right here, there's a little gray button. You can pull that and slide each side longer so a taller child can have more room for their feet. Now, when we demonstrate it in our stores, we usually demonstrate the larger positions on the lower seat because that's where your older child is going to be if children are of two different ages. Now, If you have kids of 2 different ages, but you're starting out with a newborn, which in many cases you are, you do have some other options over here, because this might not be the right fit for a newborn child because it doesn't lay flat enough. First and foremost, you've got the bassinet. It does not come with the stroller, but you can buy it as an accessory. It turns your seat into a bassinet. So it's not like a separate piece that you're getting, it's a bassinet kit, and it will transform this, like a transformer, into a bassinet. That's a great option for up to around 6 months, give or take some time in either direction. For me personally, it was my absolute favorite with my son, having a bassinet, and I recommend it to all parents, but that's a whole other conversation for a whole other day. In addition to the bassinet, you do have the option for a car seat. You would have to purchase the car seat adapter separately as well, and then you pop your car seat on top. The City Select, actually Baby Jogger as a brand, takes lots of different car seats. So you have so many options on what to choose from. You pick the car seat that you feel most comfortable with and purchase the adapter, which is a multi-model adapter, for your stroller. You don't have to get the multi-model, you can just get the brackets if you have a Cybex or a Nuna or a Mexico seat. The other thing is that you should know that the fold has not changed at all. So in single format, you were able to fold this with a one-step fold if the seat was facing forward. Same thing for double. The difference is you're going to pop this seat off, really easy to pop off. You're going to toss that in your trunk or wherever it is that you're closing this. And if this seat is facing in this position, you're going to take it out and fold the stroller. If it's facing forward, you can fold it with the seat on. So easy, one-step fold. If you want to drop some extra weight off that 28 pounds while you're folding it, pop that seat off. The other thing I want to discuss is accessories. When you purchase a City Select, it is $499. For that money, you're getting what you see over here, not over here. You are getting the seat, you are getting the frame, and obviously this nice generous size basket as well. When you purchase the second seat, that second seat is $169.95. So for $170 plus $500, so for $670, you're essentially all in. These fine little brackets here that hold your second seat, those come with the second seat. So no additional expense there. The things that you would have to purchase would be if you wanted the bassinet kit, $89.95. If you wanted the car seat adapter, which varies depending on your car seat, and then accessories. Like I said, it doesn't come with any accessories. So if you need a cup holder, if your kids need snack trays or belly bars, or if you want a rain shield, those are all separate purchases. But on one end, what's cool about that is you can choose what works for you. If you don't want one of them, don't spend the money on it. It's not included in your purchase. So it comes in a lot of different colors. You have the option of a black frame or a silver frame with several different options for seats. And like I said, your second seat or your bassinet could be a different color. So this is the City Select is a double stroller, and I personally think it's an incredible option for growing families. However, there's a new kid on the block over here. I'm sure you've been getting glimpses of it while I've been talking about the Select, and that is the UPPAbaby Vista. Before I give you the features of the UPPAbaby Vista, the 2015 model, I just want to talk about the length of the two strollers. The strollers are actually quite similar in length, and they're quite similar in wheel size. You can see back here, their wheels are almost identical in size, and the front wheels as well are really close in size. The seats, you'll notice this seat on the City Select does go further. However, the reason for that is that, if you can see right here, the brackets are essentially sitting over the wheel. So that's what's giving you more room between the two, even though the frame length is almost the same size. On the Vista, you'll notice that the rumble seat, this is called the rumble seat, sits, several inches further back than it does on the Select, which is why your kids have a little bit less room between them. But the strollers themselves are almost equal in length. So now let's talk solely about the Vista. All right, so lots of similarities between the two strollers. In the box, as a single, like I was saying, with the Select, you get different things on the Vista. With the Vista, you get a frame for the stroller, which is this here. You get a very, very generous size under basket, bigger than the City Selects. They're both great, but it's bigger than the City Selects. And you get this seat, which is your toddler seat, And it also includes your bassinet. So while we were talking about the Select and how it did not include the bassinet, but you could purchase it, your Vista includes your bassinet. And the reason I wanted to explain that to you is because the price is different. But you're getting the bassinet included, you're also getting the bumper bar, and you're getting the ring canopy for the seat. So, and the mosquito net for the bassinet and the seat. So the price for that is $819.95. And if you go with a color combination, and there are 3 that have a black frame, that is going to cost you $859.95. So there is a difference in price, but it does come with some additional things. The weight on this stroller is 27.5 pounds. The Select was 28. You're essentially talking about the exact same thing. Very similar in weight, also an amazingly smooth push. And I'm not going to tell you that either one of them hops curbs with the most grace and ease. It's 28 pounds, and with the second seat on, it's 35 pounds. So, but it's still better, in my opinion, than almost any other double stroller that is even remotely comparable. Both of these strollers hop curbs, fantastic compared to most other ones with full features. Now, as a second seat and a double stroller, you get here, it's a little bit different. The second seat on the Vista can also be purchased in the color of your choice. So let's just say you want them the same, the way we have it here, you can do that. Or your second child wants a different color, go for it. You can purchase any color you want. You're not locked into getting it the way your stroller was. However, just know that the second seat is different than the original seat. Your original seat has an adjustable footrest. You can see right here, there's the button. Your rumble seat does not have an adjustable footrest. So it's stationary, check out the bottom. Pop that on for you. There you go. It does, however, also come with the bumper bar. Remember we were talking about how that was separate on the Select? This comes with the bumper bar. This second seat is $169 as well. And if you purchase it with a black frame, which is what this particular one is, it's $10 more. So it's $179. So the seats themselves are similar in price, but this one does come with the bumper bar. I wanted to also point out that both strollers have very large canopies. The Vista actually has this extendable UV protectant sunshade, whereas the Select does not have an extension on it. The way it is, it's just the way it is. And both have peekaboo windows. Both can recline, obviously. However, the recline is not going to be, well, I guess it is. It is. You get a full recline when both kids are facing you, just like you did on the Select. The major difference is going to be 2 things. These seats cannot face each other. So your children cannot face each other to interact. If that's important to you, then this is the stroller for you. If not, then you choose the one you love. The other thing is that in double bassinet mode, so in 2 bassinets, so if you have twins, you won't be able to fully extend the lower canopy. However, it's so irrelevant because it's completely covered to begin with by the upper bassinet. I don't know if I'm confusing you. The upper bassinet covers the sun from getting into the lower bassinet if you have twins. So the fact that you can't completely extend that canopy doesn't really matter so much. The other thing you should know is that as a double stroller, if you have an infant, so like 0 to 6 months, and you want to place them in the bassinet on the Vista, which is beautiful, it looks like this, will have to go into the lower position. So some parents don't like that. Some parents don't mind at all. It's really personal preference and up to you. I just want you to be able to see it. Whoops, I actually can't do it right now. I'll explain to you that too in a second. But it would have to go in the lower position. So I can't lock it in, but I'll show you how it would kind of look. The other thing that's important to note is that when you purchase the rumble seat, it does come with this. This is your rumble seat bracket. Same as the City Select. Your adapter, it's included. However, there are some changes now. So now, you want to use it as a double stroller. That means you will need to purchase the upper adapter if you would like to use 2 seats together. The upper adapter is $19.99, and that's the only way you can use 2 seats together. The lower adapter will be needed if you would like to put the bassinet on with the toddler seat. I don't have the lower adapter on right now. I have the rumble seat adapter on, so that's why I couldn't snap that bassinet in while I was trying to show you guys a little while ago. that bassinet adapter would be $19.99. That would be called a lower adapter. So it really is a full, complete newborn to toddler stroller. You just have to purchase the upper and the lower adapters, which are $19.99 each. In addition to that is a car seat adapter. If you choose to use a car seat, or 2 car seats, you can use 2 car seats if they're both UPPAbaby Mesa car seats. They have to be Mesa because right now, the only way to lock the car seat into the lower position is if it's a Mesa, because it's just automatically compatible. If you're not using a Mesa and you're only using 1 car seat, you can purchase a car seat adapter in the upper. It can be for a variety of different car seats. You can pick the car seat you love and you feel comfortable with, and it will work on the UPPAbaby Vista. However, if you choose an UPPAbaby Mesa, you won't require the car seat adapters. It will work, it'll come with everything and it'll work on its own. So you don't have to make it a separate purchase or anything like that. The 2 strollers, all in all, are actually very similar, especially in the way that they fold. That one is a 1-step fold where you pull from the sides. This one's a 1-step fold where you push right here. You're simply folding it. You can't fold it the way you're looking at it right now, though. The seat has to be just like the Select in the forward-facing position. So, you can fold it like this, forward-facing position, 1-step fold, if you take off the lower seat, or you can take off both seats, like I said, to get rid of some of that extra weight. Very, very close, very similar in functionality. Obviously, between the 2, there's a price difference. And there are individual differences between the strollers as singles, which is why I really invite you to check out those videos to understand what you're getting, what the difference would be in the bassinets, and what the difference would be, in the extendable handlebars, things like that. That's something that y'all save for another video for you guys. But I hope this video was really, really, really helpful. And I want you to know that because we have so many customers that find us through these videos, we want to thank you so much for watching them. And if you do choose to purchase one of these strollers, you must remember to mention that you found us on YouTube. Just give us a call, say you found us on YouTube, you're calling to purchase the stroller because we're so helpful, and we will give you a free gift with your purchase, which will definitely be worth your while, as well as free shipping, or if you want to come pick it up in the store, we're happy to assemble it for you. So we're NessaLee Baby, we're located in New Jersey, we ship nationwide. Give us a call at 732-431-0008. And stay tuned because soon you'll see which stroller I picked for my second